All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Show. Now, after months of back and forth between the players and owners, it looks like there will be Major League Baseball here in 2020. The agreed upon deal will see each team play 60 games, with 40 of those coming against divisional opponents. For the first time in MLB history, there will be a universal designated hitter, which means that all 30 teams, both national and American, will have a designated hitter. Things are also changing for extra innings, as once the top of the 10th begins, there will be an automatic runner at second base. So this is a way to try to speed things up. Rob Manfred, the MLB commissioner, and Tony Clark, the head of the Players Association, have constantly been going back and forth over this matter since it was realized that COVID-19 would be a pandemic and would threaten the 2020 MLB season, among many other things. We saw constant back and forth between the players and owners as far as the deal that each side believed was fair. At one point, there was a slim chance that we'd have a full 162 game schedule. At one point, it looked like it was going to be 125, maybe 100. And finally, both sides agreed to 60 games. And what that means is that more than ever, a team is going to have to get off to a fast start, because we've seen it in the past where teams have had a bad April and a bad May, and they've been able to rebound, get hot coming down the stretch in August and September, and carry that momentum over into October and do some damage. That is not going to be the case this time around. This right here for the MLB is the equivalent of an NFL season. Why? Because every series now is super important, especially the ones versus your divisional foes. Now, I know that there are going to be some people who are going to say, well, look out for some favorites such as the Yankees, Mets, Phillies, Braves, Astros, and Dodgers. You can do that if you want. However, I'm going to throw the rule book out of the window for this season, because it's all about who starts off strong, who keeps that momentum going, and who is able to take it over into the postseason. We're probably going to see an expanded playoff this year. Wouldn't be surprised if we see 8 teams from each league all together, just because things have really shifted for 2020. But make no mistake about it, I think the excitement is going to be there. With an expanded playoff, it could be good for a team like the Los Angeles Angels if they can get going, because you're talking about Mike Trout being the best player in baseball right now, and he has only tasted the postseason once, and he's never won a playoff game altogether. Could the Yankees be able to right the wrongs that we've seen in the postseason in recent years from them? We'll have to wait and see. The Mets, a lot of people talked about them heading into this season. Can they get their act together for a full 60 games? We'll have to wait and see. A lot was expected of the Phillies this year once they named Joe Girardi as their manager. What's going to happen for them? The Braves have been there. The Astros, still a lot of questions around them. The Dodgers, they're right there. What about a small market team like the Tampa Bay Rays or the Oakland Athletics? How will things fare out for them? So there are a lot of questions that will be answered sooner rather than later. The season is slated to get going towards the end of July, and I think it's going to be very exciting, more exciting than ever, because of the fact that there's only 60 games. But I think it's going to be able to lead up to what could be a very good and intense postseason, as the race is now on to crown a champion for 2020. So, folks, that's going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge show here on YouTube. If you have not already, please feel free to click on the subscribe button. You can always check me out at 300poundsofsportsknowledge.com. And if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There is also the page on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, be part of us, and get down one of the better sports discussions going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.